And joining me now with a reaction to my open and so much more is the host of Tucker Carlson Tonight, the one and only Tucker Carlson. How are you, Tucker? Am I wrong?
Well, I'm sitting here stunned by the craven suck-uppery of Stephen Colbert. Every time I see it, the synapses in my brain cease. You're not wrong. I mean, this is the most cynical, anti-democratic exercise in the history of American politics. I mean, Biden got into the race. It was clear to everyone around him, including members of his family, that he wasn't up for it. He was grieving, understandably, the death of his son, Beau. And so he ran for president for the third time and got no popular support, essentially. None. He was an afterthought. Bernie Sanders rose to the top of the pack. Bernie Sanders was very close to getting the nomination for the second cycle in a row. And the Democratic establishment, deeply threatened, controlled by big banks, by finance, decided we have to align to knock this guy out. And so once again, they did just that. And they decided Biden, in a kind of brilliant move that went right over my head as someone who's covered politics for 30 years, decided Biden was the perfect vessel for their ambitions. Now, if you believe in democracy, you think, well, people elect a president because they believe in that president, his character, his views, his commitment to them, et cetera, et cetera. It's about this guy, right? It's about the chief executive. Their understanding was it doesn't really matter who the person is as long as he is an able spokesman, a marionette on behalf of the oligarchy that actually runs the country. So they sort of made it explicit. Unfortunately, Trump was so disliked by Democratic voters that a lot of them, I think, understood kind of what was going on a gut level, but went along with it because at least he wasn't Trump. And so this guy got elected with less popular support than any president in our history by far through a kind of series of circumstantial quirks. And here we are. And they understood brilliantly it is hard to attack Joe Biden because you look at him. First of all, you know, a lot of people note, I mean, I've known Joe Biden for decades, and Joe Biden is like a very friendly guy. You know, he's wrong on everything, but he's like a friendly person. And then you look at him now, and he's so clearly diminished, and you feel bad for him. It's kind of hard to attack him exactly because
you know, Tucker,
he's got dementia.
You feel badly for him, but, you know, he is the president of the United States.
Oh, I agree.
He's taking advantage of the American people by saying, I can do this. He doesn't answer questions. It appears that the military, the FBI, the DOJ are operating separate from him. So, you know, we shouldn't feel bad for him. We should feel bad for ourselves.
Well, I
We
agree
got someone
completely.
who is a vessel.
And I'm filled with self-pity about it every day, trust me. I'm just saying, as a face of an oligarchical takeover of our system, which is what he is, you couldn't really pick a better one. Because on some level, you know you kind of can't blame him because he doesn't really know what's going on. Now, if Susan Rice or Barack Obama or Ron Klain or the people who are actually running things were at the front, you could look at Ron Klain and say, actually, you're a terrible, illegitimate president who's trying to destroy the country you inherited. But with Biden, you're mad at him, but you're also like, I feel bad because he literally has dementia. So how angry can you be at him? It's brilliant as something that's been foisted on the public. Like if you wanted to pick a cutout through whom you ran the country, you'd pick Biden.
But even more brilliant is the fact that people are almost locked in terms of not doing anything because they know the option is Kamala Harris that nobody likes. I mean, how could someone be that vapid? And I mean, even the ad she did for, you can see with your eyes, the space, the moon. I mean, come on.
Well, that's right. And she, again, is like the living embodiment of what Biden is, which is a middle finger to the idea of democracy. Kamala Harris got elected to the Senate in a state that doesn't have a functioning democracy. It's a one-party state, so the Democratic Party can put up anybody. Kamala Harris, as you pointed out just a minute ago, was deeply unpopular among Democrats in California, but they're reflexive voters, so she got elected. So, like, nobody likes Kamala Harris. She has no record of achievement whatsoever. She's deeply mediocre and fragile, and, like, everything about her is awful. But she's still the most powerful, fully conscious person in the U.S. government. Is that democracy? Once again, I mean, I'm sorry to sound naive, but if you grew up in this country, as I did for 50 years, thinking it's kind of real, it's not totally responsive to the public, but basically the public gets to choose its own leaders, the last 5 years has proven, no, that's not true. If you elect somebody that they don't like, they destroy him. If you Right?
Like
I mean,
Mike
we're not
Flynn.
really in charge.
Mike Flynn is the guy that Obama hated, and it continued even during the Trump administration, which made it clear with a judge on the bench saying, basically, I'm going to throw my robe off, I'm going to get down there as a prosecutor and prosecute him for treason. He's not charged with treason. So it's almost like all of these people are still there. So can the American people have confidence in this man as president?
No, and it's just funny. I think I'm pretty, I flatter myself I'm sophisticated about politics, but I'm not really, because it took me years to figure out what had happened with Mike Flynn. It took me many months to figure out that Joe Biden was actually going to be the nominee and he could get elected, because it's just so different from the way American politics has ever functioned. So the truth about Mike Flynn, and again, I plead guilty to missing this for years, is that Trump gets elected, but he's not really in charge of the executive branch of government, the hundreds of thousands of federal employees who still effectively report to Barack Obama. So you can change the name of the guy running things, but you don't change the people running things. Obama was still in charge in a lot of ways in early 2017. That's not democracy. That's a permanent ruling class that runs everything without regard to what voters want. I mean, that's just really scary, and it's hard to internalize that if you believe in the basic American ideals, but it's true.
Well, it is true. And, you know, for someone like me, I put 32 years in law enforcement. And I said, if there are no prosecutions of all of these individuals who lied to Congress, who repeatedly, who had classified information on their emails and you know, where a normal guy goes to jail, you know, then I have to question, what did I do for 30 years?
Exactly.
Because justice should be the same for everyone. And I'm becoming more and more disillusioned. And I want someone to come back and say, don't be disillusioned, Jeanine, this is still America. Is it?
Well, what is America? I mean, America as a system is above all else, above even our market economy and our robust, standard of living. America is equal treatment under the law. The federal government treats all citizens as citizens, regardless of who their parents were or how they look or who they voted for. Everybody is equal under the law. That's the core promise of the country. So if you undo that, then what are you left with, actually? Not much.
Not much.
I hate to say it, it's not just one example, the president's son commits a federal gun felony and is never charged for it.
Right.
It's not just that, you get to shoot Ashley Babbitt with a cop with a documented history of reckless behavior, and no one calls you to account for it. It's like 1,000 examples. And here's the bottom line. Opponents of the regime are punished. Allies of the regime are not. So you can literally loot Macy's in Midtown Manhattan and you're fine. But if you try to defend your own property with a gun, as happened to that couple in St. Louis, you're indicted because you're not voting for Biden. It's that simple.
Tucker, I love hearing from you. We're up against a break. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.